Hey YouTubers, this is Larry Joe with Larry Joe Guitars. Today I have a Firefly guitar. Okay, now this is Dominic's guitar, this is not my guitar. This used to be my guitar. I bought it off of Reverb because I couldn't find it on the Firefly Guitars Garden website. Couldn't find it because it was sold out. So a lot of guys like me and probably you guys, if you're looking for a guitar that's Firefly but not on the website, you got to go to the sites like eBay or Reverb. So I bought it, I liked it, I let Dominic play it, and he's like, wow man, this is a really good guitar. And I was like, okay, all right. And I sold it to him, but I hit him up a couple days ago and I said, hey dude, I didn't get a chance to make a video of that guitar. He's like, okay, and he brought this guitar, and after this I'm going to do a review of this guitar, which is an IO all-in-one. Looks like it's the Wolf series, so I'll do that right after this. Anyways, so this is the Firefly Ffmn. I think it means mammoth without saying too much about Eddie Van Halen, because this is definitely copied after the Wolfgang, the EVH Wolfgang. So you can see it's got a veneer, maple veneer, flamey, almost a little bit of curly, but mostly flame, amber, which is, a lot of people like this. I thought it was beautiful. It's got the Floyd Rose stamped tremolo that the Firefly guys are now doing. These are pretty good. I have these on the other guitars that I have, and I really like them, and they stay in tune. It's got some Firefly pickups. I noticed that these were pretty good. It's got a three-way toggle there between the bridge and the neck and the middle, and it's got just one volume. So it's definitely, you know, just a volume. So that's pretty much what Eddie always played with anyways. It's got a roasted flame maple neck. You can see the roasting and the flame in the back. It's beautiful how it is. It really is nice. There you see it says Firefly, and the Made in China is right there. It's a mahogany body, like I said, with the maple veneer top on it. Rounded and crowned frets, stainless steel frets. I had this before I sold it to him for a couple months, and these frets are just amazing. They're just, nothing's touching, and we're in the LA desert area, so usually we get a little bit of fret sprout, but nothing. It's got the Firefly non-stamped tuners on it. I put a little Allen wrench and stuck a super magnet on there, so he would have that to adjust things with. Locking nut, of course. It's a nice guitar. It absolutely is a nice guitar. But I've got so many guitars, so selling it didn't hurt or anything. But it's a really nice guitar. I like it, and I told him that you know, I hadn't made a video. So here's the video. Alright, with that being said, let's plug in, okay? Right, let's do the do. Say do the deed, but maybe people don't want to hear that. Okay, so you got the bridge, it's in the bridge position. I got my Positive Grid Spark Mini, still haven't taken it apart, it's still here, and my Positive Grid cab through this Rando with the 2x12s in it. Sounds amazing. If I turn it up a tiny bit more, it'll freaking vibrate the garage walls, so that's never good, and I'm hoping it isn't too loud. You know, some of those guys complain because I'm in my garage, but that's pretty much the only place to record, you know. And the good thing is right now, SoCal, it has like a, right now it's raining outside, in fact, which you see it around this time, but not so much. So it's definitely cooled down the temperatures like a lot. So perfect time to record in the garage, right? It's not freaking 105 degrees in here and I'm sweating and wiping it everywhere. So let's go through it, all right, without too much or further ado, right? So that's the bridge. Pick up, throw my leg up there. I don't know if Dominic does that. Yeah, I don't know if Dominic does too much of the tremolo. I don't think he does. He's a really good guitar player, but I don't think he does some of the heavy stuff that I do. But you know, to each his own, and he could very well be a better guitar player than me. It's very possible. One of the times I definitely want to have him on this and have us next to each other and, you know, just jam a little bit, but that hasn't happened yet. So, like I said, this thing, it doesn't have EMGs, but it sounds really good. These Firefly pickups on the different guitars that I've had, they're surprising me. They're so good. That sounds just like a JB, and I used to have JBs in my Ibanez's back in the day. You know, the TB4 or SH4, the JB pickups, which are considered like almost near perfect. Anyways, let's run through a couple other things. Let's go to the middle. Definitely you can hear the difference. It's not as cutting, so you can get a lot of different tones in that. Sounds good, right? I dropped it down to about a 7.5 on the volume. I usually don't adjust too much, but I think for that setting it matched pretty good. So let's go to the neck position. Leave the volume where it is. 22 frets on that sucker, so. Can't get right there. Back to the bridge. Okay, more of that's just me noodling around. So this is the Firefly Ffmn. Let's get the whole screen in the amber flame, I guess. All I know is when I had it before, it played great. I gave it to him or sold it to him and got it back. It still plays great. So no qualms. Except for maybe EMGs, but then it's his guitar, not mine. So yeah, for the pickups, I think Firefly is doing great things with it. Like the tremolo's way better. The Floyd Rose stamp, I guess they got some agreement with FloydRose.com or whoever, and got this. This is definitely a better take of the Floyd Rose than any of the ones I played before that are not stamped Floyd Rose. Anyways, I think it's a great guitar. Let me do this. It's an 8. It's an 8, yes. I think it's an 8. I think it's a solid 8. Definitely worth having. I sold it just because I got so many guitars. Not because I wanted to get rid of a great guitar. I just sell it to him. Maybe he'll get more use for it than I did instead of just sitting there. Anyways, subscribe to my channel if you want. That'd be cool. Hit the bell if you want to be notified. Leave a like if you like what you see. If you leave a dislike, tell me why. And that's the segue into my next point is leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this guitar. Tell me what you think about anything specific. Like I said, if it's negative but constructive, I will definitely answer. If it's negative, you're just crapping on everything. Of course, I'm not gonna answer it because I just fueling the fire that is trolls on the internet, and I'm not a big fan of that. So, anyways, I'm Larry Joe. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good night. And let me fight with this thing. Will it work?